Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jaima. Jaima. Loud noise outside. So Jaima everyone. आज का सवाल देखते हैं. It is interesting. This person has asked, Swamiji, tell me about the soul world and the astral world. देखिए ऐसा है कि soul जो है ना शब्द in English, it's a very generalized kind of a word. And astral means sukshma, I'm sure all of you know. So soul is something that needs to be divided. And सोल यानी अगर हम हाईएस्ट लेवल की सोल की बात करें तो आत्मन है, राइट? जो हम कहते हैं आत्मा इस परमात्मा, आत्मा और परमात्मा एक ही है. सो आत्मन इज एट द लेवल ऑफ क्रिएशन. नाउ व्हेन दैट आत्मन कम्स डाउन इट बिकम्स अ जीवात्मा. सो इट्स अ फ्रैगमेंट ऑफ दैट आत्मा and it is in ignorance, whereas atman is not in ignorance. Jivatma is. Now, Jivatma, when it enters the body, till then the body is just a koka. It's a vessel. It's just, there's nothing, no feeling, no sensation, nothing, nothing, no thinking power, no brain, no speech, nothing. It's only when the Jivatma enters the body that it becomes conscious of the physical world, not of anything else, not the sukshma or anything. So the soul has a journey, okay? Jivatma. जब इंसान मर जाता है, when a person dies, this Jivatma goes and travels and goes everywhere, and finally the whole exercise is for that Jivatma to come to Paramatma, right? So the Jivatma has to come to the Atman, which is his own self, which he is not aware of because there's a veil of ignorance over here. वो पर्दा जो है, अविद्या का पर्दा जो है इस फिजिकल प्लेन में, वो उसे हटाना है, इसलिए वो यहाँ है. So the journey of the soul world that you say, is the Jivatma. So it has to do a lot of sadhana, and it has to do a lot of things to come to nirvana, or to come to its own self, which is the Atman. So it is, soul, we have to divide into Jivatma and Atma. So Atma is at the level of complete consciousness, Satchidanand, जो हम कहते हैं. And Jivatma is what is existing in the physical body and who is ignorant about everything. He was ignorant about who he is. So the exercise has to be for that Jivatma to wake up and travel and come to its own self, which is the Atman, because it is not separate. So Atma and Paramatma ek hi hai. So that is the soul world that you're talking about. Now let's talk about the astral world. Astral world yani sukshma dunya jo hai, sukshma sharir jo hai. So when a person dies, it travels and goes into the astral world. Astral is sukshma. It's purgatory. It's not a permanent plane of existence. That plane lies between the physical plane and then the other lower mental, higher mental, emotional plane, all that, and finally you come to the causal plane, and then you go ahead and ahead and ahead. So that astral is in between. It's a transient period, transit mein hai. So when a person dies, it goes into the astral plane, and believe me, the astral plane is not different than this physical plane. वहाँ सब कुछ है. Only thing that doesn't exist over there is the willpower. जो यहाँ हमारे पास willpower है, to do anything. Like supposing I want to do something, I think about it, and I have a will which tells me, okay, let's do this. Astral plane does not have any willpower. It's whatever you have generated in this plane of existence, that is the physical plane, in terms of karma, in terms of whatever you have generated, you have to exhaust. So when you go to the astral plane, if you are a very, very good human being, you've done a lot of bhakti, bhav, ye wo, astral plane mein you'll find all the divine things around you. But it is still purgatory. It's not a permanent plane. So those are the things that you have generated over here, and you will get the fruits over there. Now, if you have not been a very good human being here, and you have been, full of vices, and you want to go to the pub, and you want to do this, and you want to do that, when you go to the astral plane, you will find yourself in that kind of an existence. Even if you don't want it, you don't have a will, and you will continue to do it. That's why they say, when you are in the physical plane, do things that will not trouble you when you pass away, when you go away. Because over there is no will. You'll have to suffer that out. That also gets exhausted. There is a period of exhaustion for everything. So whether it is good or bad, it'll get exhausted. Even if you're seeing angels over there and fairies around you in the astral plane, because you've done such good things over here, that will also exhaust. And then you move ahead. So that is the Sukshma world. And Sukshma world में भी सब कुछ है. जैसे यहाँ physical plane में है, jealousies, rivalries, everything exists because you have generated that over here. In the physical plane, you have generated those feelings for yourself, for others, right? So those feelings like you are jealous of somebody, or you hate somebody, or you love somebody, or whatever emotions you have generated over here, they will come up over there in the astral plane. And you will have to exhaust that also. You will have to suffer it out. Either way. Enjoy or suffer. So that is the astral plane, astral world. जहाँ यहाँ से अलग नहीं है बहुत, काफी similar है. Only thing that doesn't exist is the will. So I hope I'm clear about this, as well as the soul world. Soul को आप divide कर दो, Atman and Jivatma, Atma and Jivatma. So those are two different things. Jivatma is totally in ignorance, and Atman is absolute consciousness. So if you do that, then you know what the soul world is. यहाँ से वो journey है जाने के लिए आत्मन के पास, अपने आप के पास. So find yourself. यहाँ क्यों आए हैं? हमें अपने आप को जानने के लिए. अपने आप को जानना, भगवान को जानना है, भगवान को जानना, अपने आप को जानना है. So that is all. I hope I have answered your question, and I shall see you hopefully next time if there are more questions. Jai Bhajan.